Hello and welcome everybody to this talk of the proof storage of documents in Odoo. I'm very happy that you are here and I hope that you find this talk interesting. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Álvaro Esteban López. I am doctor in computer science from the University of Valladolid in Spain, and I've been working in Odoo for more than 6 years, both as developer and project manager in a company called BrainTech, which is a Odoo Gold partner. What we do in BrainTech, we are an independent international company and we offer services such as consulting, project management, development of customized solutions, hosting, training, and long-time support for Odoo. We have run projects from small to large companies, and we have offices in 4 countries in Europe: Switzerland, Germany, Spain, and Austria. So we can say that we are considered one of the 3 best Odoo experts in the world. Just mentioning that we have been awarded as Best Odoo Partner in Europe in 2016, 2020, and we are one of the 3 nominees this year. So let's start with the presentation of the agenda. First, we are gonna describe what's Audit-proof, why we need this storage of documents. Then we will mention the function and features. Then we will do a presentation, a live demo of how the module works and how it looks like in Odoo. And finally, I will answer your questions or anything or comments. So we can consider that the document is audit-proof if its content cannot be lost or modified once it is created. Why we need this requirement? Because some countries, such as Germany, have rules that require that some documents cannot be deleted or modified. Imagine we have, for example, a contract, and this contract needs to be tracked, that because its content is really important and it cannot be modified, or if it's modified or deleted, we need to know that something strange, something dangerous has happened. So we developed a module which has this functionality to Odoo. What does it give to us? A quick overview of the status of the files, knowing if something is audited, if something is audited but is wrong, etc. So we can configure the models that need to be audited. Imagine we want to audit the vendor bills, but we don't want to audit the purchases. So we select only the vendor bills. In other words, we can filter by model. In addition, we develop a report where we can see quickly all the information related to the documents, to the audited documents. So we can see quickly if all the files are correct. We can see how many files have been deleted, and also we can see how many files have been modified. So we can see quickly have a summary of the whole system. Imagine any institution is asking for this information, we can send this report and they will have all the information. So what are the function and features? We can configure the models that need to be audited. In this case, we see that we configure that the contact should be audited. We can also select the companies for which the documents will be audited. So this is the Kanban view of the attachments in Odoo of the documents, and this is how it could look like in our module, with our module installed. As you see, the first attachment has a tick, with a green tick. What does this mean? This means that this file is audited and is correct. Its content has not been modified or deleted. So we ensure that the document is not deleted or changed. We ensure that the documents and the attachments cannot be deleted. If we try to delete it, we will have this error message. In addition, we ensure that the record with these attachments cannot be deleted. Imagine that we want to delete the contact to which this document belongs. We cannot. We will have this error message. And in addition, we will not be able to edit any important information about this file. So we can edit, for example, this attachment, the name, or if it's public, or even the description, but not any information like the file content and the resource model or the resource ID. And how is this could be our report, where we summarize the status of all our attachments. In this case, we see that we have 6 attachments which are all correct. I would like to mention as well that we can audit by workspace. So in this case, we are auditing in this workspace the files in the finance, and well, we will do this quickly, configure it quickly, and it will work like this. So let's stop here and let's start the live demo. The first thing we need to do is to check that our module is installed. So in this case, I pre-install it for the demo, but it would be just as simple as install the module. Then we need to go to documents or to any settings, just access to the settings. Then we see a new menu called Audit-proof. Here we see this flag, this boolean, to make new documents and attachments audit-proof. We select it and save. Okay, when this is saved, we have to edit for which models we have to audit-proof the attachments. Let's do customer invoice and vendor bills. Let's suppose that all the companies should audit the files. But we could select, if we have 2 or 3 companies, we can select that only one of them should audit the files. So let's try. To do this, let's create a new invoice. And let's attach a file. We have attached the Odoo development documentation. Now, if we go to the attachments, we can see that the file is audited properly. We see here the tick in green. Now we cannot modify any information but the name, or if it's public, or the description, but the file content or the resource model or any critical information cannot be edited. In addition, we cannot delete the file. You cannot delete the audit-proof attachment. If we try to do this in any other PDF, we can edit the file content and more information, and we can also delete it. because this was not audited. Now, let's do another check. Let's try to delete the invoice itself. You cannot delete this attachment, so you cannot delete this record. But you may be wondering what happens if there is someone who, instead of editing the file here in the interface, edit the content of the file directly in the database. Yeah, let's do that to show you what is the behavior. Okay, I have done it in the background, and we reload. We can see that this is not the documentation anymore. This is a touristic guide. So in this moment, how our common view of the attachments would look like. Now we can see that our attachment has this mark in red. It is inform us that this is danger. So something has changed, and instead of having a green tick, we know that here something is not as it should be. So we know that the content has been modified. Now let's take a look to the report. To do so, we go to the settings again, and we can download the data in integrity check report. Here, the report says that the hash chain value has changed. There is something modified, even though you did it in the background, you know that there is something modified and the hash chain is faulty, so you should check what happened. So yeah, something can change, but you always know it, and you can do anything you have to do to know why this has changed and maybe take some actions. Well, now that the live demo is already done, I'd like to mention as well that our module is certified by the external institution of auditors called IDW. And I'd like to mention as well that we are certifying 3 countries, Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. So this is an external institution completely independent of BrainTech. So someone has tested the module and agrees that it ensures this audit of files. Now, thank you for watching, and I'm here to answer all your questions. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So unfortunately for this talk, we weren't able to contact the talker. So you will find in the chatter a Git link for the Q&A session. Sorry for the inconvenience, and goodbye. Hello everyone. So welcome to this Q&A session. We are here with the speaker. So we will be able to proceed to the first question. So we will have one question. How are documents stored physically, directly with a common server file stream, such as a directory?
Thank you. Well, documents are stored like Odoo stores them.
As a directory?
So it's the same way. Documents are stored like Odoo stores them.
As a directory?
So it's the same way.
And are they accessible through the file system of the server as well?
Yeah. I said we use the same implementation as Odoo uses. So you will find the attachments as any other Odoo server. You can find them in the same location.
Okay. We have another question. Are they somehow encrypted and only accessible through Odoo app?
Currently not. This could be a huge improvement. Thanks for the suggestion. Currently, the files are raw, are not encrypted, and they are accessible via UE or via file store, etc. But anyone can read them.
Okay. Do you think it's a possible future feature that you would provide to the customers?
Sure. In my opinion, this can be a good improvement, and if it's needed, of course, we can implement it.
Okay. I have another question. Will the hash report be affected if you change the attachment by PSQL?
Yeah, actually, that's the main feature. If you do something via SQL, like I did in the live dive demo, the hash will be affected when there is a schedule action which computes the hash daily. You have just to configure it, and then the report will show that something changed. The attachment will show with a warning, and yeah, everything you do, let's say manually via the local file, modify the attachment or modify the hash in the SQL, etc., will be logged, and you will see that something strange happened. So you can see that the file is not the original one.
Okay, so basically any change would be recorded, and even with the PSQL.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, we have another question. Can we recover the audited file if it was modified on the database?
Note, because, well, this is let's say a dangerous behavior. This is not let's say the target of the module, because we are not a backup system. We are just something that ensure this app is something that ensure that the content is the original one, but we are not doing backups.
Okay. We have another question. Is it possible that the report can be corrupted by any way?
Can be, sorry?
Corrupted, sorry.
I don't think so, because the report, the content is computed on the fly. I don't think so.
Okay. We have still a few questions. Why not disallow all users, including admin, to change attachment?
Currently, I don't think the administrator is able to modify this attachment. So everyone who can read the attachment will be able to access it, but I don't think even the admin is not allowed to change this attachment if it's audited. So the attachment is read-only for everyone, including the admin.
Okay, so basically the modification change access is like removed for everyone. Is it correct?
Exactly. Yeah, if anyone, even the admin, tries to modify it, they will have a warning saying that this cannot be edited or deleted.
Okay. We still have yeah. We have another question. Is the app open source?
No, no. Currently, it's a module. Anyone who needs this needs to contact BrainTech
Okay.
for getting the module, and we will be very happy to support anyone.
Okay, thanks. Um, what if the file is restored from the backup? Does it affect the hash?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yes, of course. What if the file is restored from the backup? Does it affect the hash?
Um, I don't think so. The file, the hash is computed using the content of the file. And well, to be honest, I haven't tested personally, but in my opinion, the hash will be the same because the content is the same, the file is the same, so the hash should.
Okay. Does the report generate any kind of certificate?
No, the report is just a report. Currently, it's only a PDF which lists the information about the attachments. So we can see everything is correct. 90% of the files are correct, but there are some which are corrupted and so on. So it's not like a certification, it's just a PDF.
Okay. Do you think this might be a way of improving your tool by delivering some kind of certificate based on your report?
Good question. We could consider it, but yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to add to the talk you had just
Uh,
before? Something that you might,
yeah,
might want to add?
only the contact. Uh, Anyone who needs the module can contact BrainTech. We can we talk in German, English, Spanish.
I think I can't hear you anymore. Do you still hear me? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Sorry, we had a brief
now.
interruption. Sorry?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was saying that we're very happy if someone has any question, any suggestion to answer them in BrainTech.
Okay.
Just send us a mail or something, a message in LinkedIn or anything, and we will be very happy.
Okay. We talked quite a lot about point of improvement of your tool. Do you think
Mhm.
about other point of improvement or other things that could be added to your tool in the near future or even in the long course?
Yeah, we are working on improvements for auditing directly, for example, the accounting module.
Yeah.
So anyone who needs only the accounting doesn't have to configure everything from scratch. But we are providing another app, another with everything configured, so the customers can only install this app based on the other, and they can have, for example, the accounting or other applications already audited.
Okay, nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Following you, maybe it will be the last question or the last two or three question.
Mhm.
Following you, what are the main big point of your module? The main yeah, the main big advantages of your module.
Yeah, well, I think the main advantage is to have uh, to be sure that your attachments are original, because otherwise you could try to trust on the uh, modification date, on the creation date, etc., and make some rules by yourself. but this way is like more readable, is a lot this functionality. I think this is something which is gonna be really common in the near future, because the countries are more and more paperless, and all the operations are now online. So there are a lot of documents in systems like Odoo, and we need tools like this to ensure that the documents, the same as we had before, that we could have a place where we store the very important documents and they cannot be modified. We need something to certify that this is the same way, this is the same situation with digital things.
Okay, thank you very much for all those answers and for this interesting talk. Of course, I
You're very
invite
welcome.
all the watcher that ask some question to contact you if they're interested in brain tech. And so, yeah, thank you again for your talk, and thanks everyone who watched the talk, and have a great day, and bye bye.
Thank you everyone. Bye.